War isn't just coming to WWE Survivor Series WarGames 2025, it's already here, and the entire show is built around chaos, high stakes, and some seriously controversial matchups. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just about the WarGames cages. This card could reshape careers, legacies, and maybe even fan loyalties. WWE Survivor Series WarGames 2025 is set to deliver one of the most intense nights of the year, bringing back the brutal, fan-favorite WarGames stipulation for both the men's and women's divisions. The event features two side-by-side rings locked inside a towering steel cage with no roof, creating an environment designed for all-out war and long-running rivalries finally exploding. On top of that, championships are on the line, including a can't-miss Intercontinental title defense and a marquee Women's World Championship clash. But here's where it gets controversial. This show isn't just another stop on the calendar. It also marks the second-to-last wrestling match in John Cena's legendary career, as he steps into the ring to defend his Intercontinental Championship, adding a layer of emotion and pressure that could divide fans on whether he should go out on top or pass the torch. Meanwhile, the Women's World Championship bout promises a blend of in-ring quality and storytelling that could spark heated debate over who truly deserves to sit at the top of the division. All of it unfolds in front of a live crowd in San Diego, setting the stage for a memorable, and possibly polarizing, night. Event date and start time. Survivor Series WarGames 2025 takes place on Saturday, November 29th, giving fans a weekend showcase of high-stakes WWE action. That timing makes it easy for viewers across time zones to tune in without worrying about weekday schedules. The main card is scheduled to begin at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which corresponds to 4 p.m. Pacific Time, making it a primetime viewing experience on both coasts. For fans who like to get into the storylines and pre-match breakdowns early, the pre-show kicks off 2 hours earlier at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time, offering interviews, analysis, and possibly last-minute surprises. Location and unique setting. This year's Survivor Series is being held at Petco Park in San Diego, California, the home stadium of Major League Baseball's San Diego Padres. That means the event will unfold in a massive open-air ballpark rather than a traditional indoor arena, giving the show a different visual and crowd atmosphere. One major hook for longtime fans: this is the first time Survivor Series is being hosted outdoors, which adds an extra layer of spectacle to the entrances, lighting, and overall presentation. Outdoor stadium events can also influence how the crowd energy comes across on TV, which might make the WarGames matches feel even more epic, or, depending on conditions, more unpredictable. How to watch in the United States. Fans in the United States will be able to stream WWE Survivor Series WarGames 2025 through ESPN's dedicated streaming platform, where the event will be carried live as part of its wrestling coverage. To access it, viewers need an active subscription to that service, with plans currently starting at $29.99 per month, which may be a talking point for fans who feel premium events are getting increasingly expensive. For those who already have certain TV or cable packages, ESPN's streaming access can be unlocked through select providers, including DirecTV, Fubo TV, Hulu Plus Live TV, Spectrum, and Verizon FiOS. If your existing plan includes access to ESPN's streaming option, you can activate it by following the provider's instructions, which means you might not need to pay separately if it's already bundled. Additional viewing options. If you prefer the big screen experience, the event is also scheduled to be shown in select movie theaters across the United States, allowing fans to watch Survivor Series with a crowd in a cinema-style setting. This setup can turn the show into more of a communal event, similar to how big boxing or UFC cards are sometimes presented. Internationally, fans in most regions will be able to watch Survivor Series WarGames 2025 on Netflix, making it widely accessible outside the US through a platform many households already use. That global reach could significantly increase the international audience for WarGames and might influence how WWE plans future events. Pre-show access and platforms. The official Survivor Series WarGames 2025 pre-show will stream on ESPN's platform, giving subscribers an extended lead-in packed with previews, commentary, and possibly bonus segments. This is a good opportunity to catch up on storylines if you haven't followed weekly programming closely. In addition to ESPN, the pre-show will be available for free on WWE's major social media channels, including YouTube and TikTok. That means even non-subscribers can sample some of the hype, analysis, and last-minute build-up, which might convince more casual viewers to tune into the main card. Full match card, not in order. Here's the announced lineup for Survivor Series WarGames 2025. The matches are not listed in the order they will occur on the show. Men's WarGames match, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso vs Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Women's WarGames match, Rhea Ripley, Iyo Sky, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair and AJ Lee vs Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, Lash Legend and Becky Lynch. Women's World Championship match, Stephanie Vaquer, champion, vs Nikki Bella. Intercontinental Championship match, John Cena, champion, vs Dominik Mysterio. And this is the part most people miss, the star power in these matches is off the charts, combining current headliners, returning icons, and crossover names like Logan Paul in one card. That mix raises questions about whether established legends will dominate, or if this is the night younger talent finally breaks through in a decisive way. Expert predictions and potential upsets. USA Today sports wrestling analysts have shared their predictions for the event, giving a glimpse into how some experts see the night unfolding. For the men's WarGames showdown, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso vs Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Both Jordan Mendoza and Richard Morin are picking the team of Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, Brock Lesnar, Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre to emerge victorious. That unanimous pick leans toward a power-heavy squad anchored by Lesnar, McIntyre, and the rising star Breakker. In the women's WarGames match, Rhea Ripley, Iyo Sky, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair and AJ Lee vs Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, Lash Legend and Becky Lynch. Both experts predict a win for the team of Rhea Ripley, Iyo Sky, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair and AJ Lee. That suggests confidence that this group's combination of brute force, technical skill, and veteran savvy will overcome a team that includes top-tier threats like Asuka and Becky Lynch. For the Women's World Championship bout, Stephanie Vaquer, C. vs Nikki Bella, the predictions are split. Jordan Mendoza is backing the reigning champion, Stephanie Vaquer, to retain her title, while Richard Morin is going with Nikki Bella to capture the championship. That division in opinion reflects a deeper debate: should the belt stay with a newer champion building her legacy, or return to a long-established star? In the Intercontinental Championship match pitting John Cena, C. against Dominik Mysterio, both Mendoza and Morin are siding with Dominik Mysterio to win. If that happens, it would mean Cena might lose one of his final matches, potentially passing the spotlight to a much younger rival in a result that could spark strong reactions from longtime fans. Predictions Overview Table. Match type participants, short form, Jordan Mendoza's pick, Richard Morin's pick. Men's WarGames team: Cody/CM Punk, Roman, Jey, Jimmy vs Team Breakker, Reed, Lesnar, Paul/McIntyre, Team Breakker, Reed, Lesnar, Paul/McIntyre, Team Breakker, Reed, Lesnar, Paul/McIntyre. Women's WarGames team: Ripley, Sky, Bliss, Flair/AJ vs Team Asuka, Sane, Jax, Legend, Lynch. Team Ripley, Sky, Bliss, Flair/AJ, Team Ripley, Sky, Bliss, Flair/AJ. Women's World Championship: Stephanie Vaquer, C. vs Nikki Bella, Stephanie Vaquer, Nikki Bella. Intercontinental Championship: John Cena, C. vs Dominik Mysterio, Dominik Mysterio, Dominik Mysterio. What exactly is a WarGames match? WarGames is a special match concept originally created in 1987 by WWE Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes, designed to feel like a battlefield where rival factions settle their issues in the most dramatic way possible. It's one of WWE's most distinctive stipulations and became a regular feature again when it was reintroduced in NXT in 2017, before eventually moving to the main roster. The structure involves two wrestling rings placed directly next to each other, both enclosed within a single, large steel cage that does not have a roof. The match is typically contested by 2 or 3 teams, making it a multi-person war instead of a standard one-on-one or tag team bout. Because of the environment, weapons, high-risk moves, and chaotic brawling are common, which is a big part of why fans see it as must-watch. How WarGames rules work. The match begins with one wrestler from each team starting inside the cage, essentially opening things up as a one-on-one confrontation. After the first 5 minutes, another competitor from one of the teams enters the structure, giving that side a temporary advantage and shifting the momentum. 2 minutes later, a member from the opposing team joins the match to even the numbers, and from there, the teams take turns sending in new entrants every 2 minutes. This back and forth